Long ago, Vietnam was ruled by generous kings. One of these, King Hùng Vương the Third, has only one daughter, and so he adopted a poor boy from a faraway island. He names the child An Tiem and treats him as if he were his own. An Tiem grew to be intelligent, wise, and skillful, and the king so loved him. He decided An Tiem must marry his daughter. Together they could rule the land after the king died. An Tiem and the king's daughter married. They loved each other deeply. They had they had two children, and their lives appear to be blessed by the heavens. But some in the king's court envied the young man, and soon their envy turned to hatred. They began to spread rumors of his bride and disrespect. These stories were untrue, but still the rumors spread. Before long, they reached the king. The king began to wonder, might this story be true? Would his own daughter have to destroy him? Was the young man he had for so long treated as his own son, forgot his favor, positions, and turned on the king? He began to think betrayal might be possible. Distraught by his suspicions, Distraught by his suspicions, the king decided he must exile Antim. With a heavy heart, but fearful of the future, the king sent the whole family far away to live on their own, a desolate island. If Antium is as brave and able as he claims, if Antium is as brave and able as he claims, he will survive, the king announced. He hid his tears as the family departed, for believed they could never survive. The island was battered by heavy winds and waves that crashed upon the shores. Antium's wife wept there saw when she saw how they could live, alone and without any the comforts and luxuries she was accustomed to. But she loved her husband, and she had faith, and so she remained devoted to Antium. Together they worked hard to make life bearable upon their barren island. One day, as Antim walked along the beach, he noticed strange yellow sea birds among the rocks. When he climbed up to the sea, then closer, he noticed he noticed they were pecking at seed, and some of these dropped into the sand. Antim decided he could plant these seeds. What could he lose? Perhaps something could grow in this place. When he returned home, he told his wife, "If these seeds, sorry, these seeds are good for birds, they will be good for us." Together they prepared the ground and planted the seeds. Soon they noticed tender shoots sprouting from the earth, and the shoots grew and crept along the ground. Buds appeared on the vines, and these flowered and turned into the fruits. To Aunt Tim's amazement, these fruits grew and grew, larger than peaches, then as large as a head, and covered with green skin smooth to the touch, to, to the touch, to the touch. Touch. The fruits smelled delightful, and when Aunt Tim sliced one open, he discovered inside beautiful red pulp sprinkled with those marvelous seeds. He tasted the pulp and smiled, for the seeds were fresh and cool and sweet. He called his fruits dưa đỏ or red melon. But later, his wife, hearing the cries of the birds that had carried the seeds, said, "Listen to the song." Thay khoa, the birds seemed to cry. Thay khoa, watermelon. His wife screamed, and his wife quavered with joy as he tasted the first watermelon. And the family picked the fruits and stored them carefully inside where the sun could not rot their skin. They went to planting, and by year's end they had so many watermelons that they began to offer these to passing the sailors, trading them for food and clothing, trading them for food and clothing, for spices, and toys, and other things they needed for comfort. One day Aunt Tim sat up upon the pitch, looking longingly toward his own land. Suddenly he had an idea. He gathered some watermelons, and upon these he wrote his name. Then he set them at rest. Then the king's servants discovered these peculiarly pe- peculiar fruits popping upon the seats outside the palace. They gathered them and carried them to the king. When the king saw Aunt Tim's name, his heart squared. "So he's not dead," the king cried out. The king cried out with joy. Then he tasted the strange and wonderful, and he tasted the strange and wonderful new fruit, and he understood that the Aunt Tim resourcefulness, and he served him and his family well on that barren island. But the king longed for the love his but the king longed for the love of his life, his son and his daughter and grandchild, and so he sent for them. And forever afterward, all the people of Vietnam told the story of the birds and their merry bright seeds, and the sweetness of Auntie's gift, the watermelon. And this is my story. See you soon. Bye bye. Bye bye.